Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. First and foremost, thank you so much for your great support on our pre-orders for our custom reserve line. While I'm not going to give all of the proprietary details out on this new line, I wanted to just briefly explain a few of the differences comparing a ACB 3C, which is let's see if I can get that focused in. Let's see if I can zoom that in. That's an ACB 3C right there for you all, versus our custom reserve 3 Plus. Now, you're probably saying, dude, I can't tell a single difference between those two mouthpieces when you hold them that way. So I have this for you, and I'm going to talk a little bit over that, and then I'm going to play a little bit of the differences. Maybe you'll be able to hear. So the reason why this came to be, if you look at this picture, the gray mouthpiece, which is the mouthpiece without the indentation on the inside, is the Custom Reserve 3 Plus. You'll also see that the bottom of that mouthpiece, I'm not sure you can see my hands, you probably can't, that has the standard blank on it, which has a lot more mass. So one of the first things we did was we changed the exterior profile, so that now takes off this mass. We took from the exterior profile of a piece like this is a cornet piece, but still you can see the differences. That changes dramatically the responsiveness of this mouthpiece, even less mass than on our traditional blank. You can see that how this has more mass and this has less. Go back to that picture. The biggest difference you'll see is there's more cup volume on this mouthpiece because of the throat, and that's not really what excuse me, what you're seeing is not really the throat. It's basically a new way we enter that whole procedure into the throat. If you want to think about it in the crudest way, and this isn't really the way I would do it, but I'm going to give you an explanation. Those old double cup mouthpieces had like a much more pronounced shape of this. So we've been fooling around with that for a long time. In fact, our 3CS has one of the first generations of this style of cup, but we've been trying to slowly expand it a lot more. And this has led us to our whole custom reserve line. The custom reserve line has its own proprietary blank. It has its own length, shank length, end gap differential, completely customized back bores for these models, depending on if it's a commercial mouthpiece or in this case it's just an all-around mouthpiece. And I think the result is pretty striking in terms of the efficiency. You get a greater efficiency, greater sound control, far more capabilities with your range, even though you're playing a fairly deep mouthpiece, and the cup volume is deeper on all of our custom reserves versus our standard mouthpieces. I'm not sure I'll do a comparison on each one of these, but I wanted to play very lo-fi right into my ribbon microphone, a sound demo. So let's first start on the 3C. Change my mic. To the custom reserve. So I'm hoping you can hear the difference in richness, which is actually quite profound between these two mouthpieces. It's amazing. So now let's do an efficiency. I'll just do some arpeggios. I'll start on the 3C, and then go to the Custom Reserve 3 Plus. Now remember, the 3 Plus is basically the newest generation of our 3C. The 2 Plus is Mount Vernon, and all of the comparisons can be found in the link, which you're watching this video because you're on the link actually. So first with the regular 3C. To the custom reserve. Now, I personally play a mouthpiece that's bigger than the 3C, but I thought this would be a good representation for that. So, say you wanted to play something commercial suited, I'll do that now I'll start on the custom reserve and then go to the 3C. I'm not saying that the standard line is now going to be replaced. I think this just offers a completely different dimension in terms of the sound shape, color, the efficiency that our standard series didn't have. So here's starting on the custom reserve 3 Plus. And to the 3C. And that's, I mean, literally, it's the difference of the mouthpiece is that this is a fine mouthpiece, but this other new custom reserve, it's blowing my mind how efficient it is. And like I said, if you want to play something really rich and thick, let me play a ballad. I'll get even a little closer on this. Into the 3C. Again, I think there's pluses on each model. I think for me, the sound that I'm got in my head my whole life has been something in this custom reserve that it has that thickness and richness that the standard series just doesn't have. So if you've played our mouthpieces in the past and maybe have been like, I wish there was just something more, this new line has something more. Again, thanks so much for your support. If you have any additional questions, you can reach out to us at info@austinCustomBrass.com. Probably more of these videos will be up in the near future. And until then, have an awesome day, y'all.